The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Philadelphia Eagles. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Got it. 58. 58 is Mike. Bound to lose one. 58's to Mike. 58.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 17-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down. 2 plays, 2 catches. You have a feeling they're going to look for him early and often, and that's to be expected. You got a player of his caliber, why not?
And I think it's also a message from them to the defense that you're not going to dictate to us what we're going to do with one of our better players, because so often you hear about defenses saying we're going to take away what you do best. In this case, they're going to move him around, find proper matchups, and make sure they continue to funnel the ball to him.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Here we go, 50, 50.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
That's a gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take for 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
Partner, we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Flush to his right. Strong coverage by Washington. And now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, and put it in the end zone, we're right back to even.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out right at the 35. It'll be a gain of 11. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
It's just me and you.
Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Of the first quarter.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
And a Washington first down.
Here we go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Here we go. Whip. Watch the whip. Check.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
49-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown,
And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Extra point right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mike's 50.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
They'll take over.
He's really putting together a spectacular season. That interception, number 11 now on the year.
And I know we're all taught that 7 is a lucky number. I'd say 11 is for him, huh? No doubt about it.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory.
First and
A
goal
huge play there for Washington. 55 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Makes this Washington 14. Eagles 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That goes for a gain of 31. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Mike's 50, Mike.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
36-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
41-yard line.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
First down, Washington.
Me, I got this. Mike, 55. Right there.
On first down, Hurts. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington.
If you did know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it when...
It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup of 38.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. They go play action with Hurts. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for number 47, incomplete. It's third down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And he's able to get it out of there. And this is a pretty good kick. And it's fielded at the 34. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
10 at the 39-yard line.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Hey, Smash. Mike 50.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Mike 48. He's not going to get me.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The throw right sideline here is complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Come on now.
Complete to
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
Pickup on the play. First down, Washington.
Twist. Watch the twist.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he stopped immediately there.
Is the ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Switch. Check 37. Check 37. Watch twist.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Check 55 to Mike. Pick up the ball. Mike 55. I'm coming.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 18 yards that time to push him up. First and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
The kicker.
A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after is good. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. The first play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
And a Washington first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Hurts sets up to throw it. Forced out to his left. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And down inside the 15 he goes.
26.
Add this game to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Complete
From 13 yards out.
Touchdown,
and Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
The extra point.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
30-yard line.
Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
That's good.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Back to throw again. And now here is another interception. Picked off down at the 10. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Washington.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Number 26.
A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third
down.
Washington on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Hurts.
Here we go, G, get off the field.
Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Don't be scared of it.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 51. We own them. We 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Check pass, check pass.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use bare.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 30, and he will take this down to the 10-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And now look at him go. The 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. Big yardage that time for Washington. 53 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 14-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
And it's third down.
Throwing is Hurts. Flushed out right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll look to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 40. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try and pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Rip left. 51 to Mike, boys, 51.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
Hey, we got Mike 50, huh?
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
50's the Mike. 7 Pirates.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Today's finals: Washington 31, Eagles 20.